Alright, first thing first is we gotta get the rust out of this tank. Then we gotta get this clutch working. So to get the rust out of the tank, you just use some apple cider vinegar. You're going to put this in the tank. After we take it off and plug up all the holes, we're going to let that sit for 2 days. Then we're going to come back after 2 days, dump it all out, and then we're going to mix a distilled water and baking soda together. And what that's going to do is stop the acidity in the vinegar from being in the tank. Then we're just going to rinse it out, and we're going to let it air dry. Then it should be good for fuel. So first things first is we got to get this tank off. See, there's a Phillips screw here, and there's a hex head bolt right there, and it's smack up against the tank right there. So I tried getting a socket on there, and it's not going to happen. So hopefully we'll just be able to loosen this up, pull the tank up, loosen up these hose clamps here, and take this gas and oil line off. So that's our next step. Let's go ahead and get this bar and chain off here and make it a little bit easier. 14 millimeter. And it's spinning. Got it. Okay. Now get the oil line disconnected, and that's easy. Unscrew this. Slide it right out there. Come on. Yep. Pretty easy. Just waiting for a bunch of oil to come out because there is some in the tank, but it's not happening. Okay. Dust started leaking. Here's our clutch. I just don't see what it's supposed to be catching there. That spins. Looks like this should enough momentum supposed to catch this, and alright, so here's the clutch, I guess you could say, that engages the flywheel here. So just looking at it, when you pull the rope, these things should slide forward. There's one on each side, and it engages the outside of here, and it should crank that over. So just by looking at it, it looked like this hole is way bigger than what this is, so I did a quick measurement. It's about 2 inches right there. Then I did a little quick measurement on here, and it's right at 2 inches also. So I sprayed this with some lubricant, some WD-40 to be exact, and they seem like they move a little bit better. So when I put this back on here, looks like I could just put it any position that I feel comfortable pulling it at. Definitely you don't want it facing down, so you want it facing up. So when I did that, I just put it on there. I guess you gotta pull like a man, and there you go. It engages. So when I thought the clutch was bad, it's actually not bad at all. It's you just gotta put a little, start it like an old logger, I guess. When you really want to cut some wood back in the day, you put some effort into it and pull it. So it's not like trying to start my lawnmower where it's just an easy crank and it disengages. So I guess that was the latest and greatest technology back then. So we'll put this back together, I guess. Alright, next up, I'm going to see if this has any spark at all. Holy crap. This thing wasn't even tight at all. It's your mega fire. I wonder if I should do this outside then. Alright. Let's see. See if we get any spark. I'll just crank it from over here. Oh yeah. I don't even know how to hold the camera, but definitely lots of spark. When they say mega fire, they definitely mean it. There was a lot of spark coming out of that spark plug, so man, this thing's looking better by the minute. So get the gas tank filled up. We'll probably be cutting wood today if we had a clean gas tank. Alright, at the end of the day, we got a gas tank that's sitting there being cleaned out. The bar here, I went and sprayed some WD-40 on it, and you can see the rust already just oozing off of it, so that should be easy to get cleaned up. So we discovered also that the crank actually engages, but you just got to pull like a mad animal and that'll engage. We discovered that we got spark, that's good, and we also have compression. So I got our air filter coming in the mail that actually fits this, so it should be good. You just have to build a screen around that, which is pretty easy. I got some wire mesh that should fit around that real nicely, and put a little cap on there. So I don't see why we couldn't cut wood with this in the next by the end of the week. So hopefully that's the goal.